So, welcome to my channel. It is so nice to meet you if you're new here, and if you're returning, it is so nice to see you again. In today's tarot pick a card reading, we're going to be seeing what your person thinks and feels about you, as well as pulling some charms and stickers. So get excited about all of that, and make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe as I roll us on over to the pick a pile selection of this video, so you can choose the reading that resonates with you the most. Okay, if you are new to pick a card readings, the way that these work is that you choose a pile that resonates with you the most, and that could be because of the tarot card, right, the specific tarot deck, or the charm that lies on top, or just a number of the pile itself. Whatever your heart tells you to do, go along with it and trust that you'll have the reading that resonates with you the most. And once you've chosen your pile, go down below into the description box and choose your respective timestamp for your respective pile. Okay, so for pile 1, we have the Sasuraibito tarot with a little mong on top for all my BTS stans out there. For pile number 2, we have actually a homemade tarot deck by my sister and inspired by BTS, and it is called the Magic Tarot Shop. Okay, so I'm super excited about this one. And the little charm for pile 2 is the Queen Bee charm. And then lastly, for pile 3, we have Britt's Third Eye Tarot with a little Koya charm on top of that. All right, so feel free to pause the video here if you need more time choosing, and I will roll us on over to pile number 1. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the little Mong Charmy here, as well as the Sasuraibito tarot. But I'm going to set these boys off to the side first, as I actually get just the energy of your connection with your person in this tarot reading about what they feel and think towards you. Okay, so these how many cards do I actually have here? 3. Okay, these 3 cards here are just going to tell us kind of what your connection is like, and you can use it for validation that you chose the correct pile for you if the connection resonates with you and everything like that. Okay, so we have the Sword and the Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. And then lastly, we have the self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. So I do feel like you could feel like you guys are soulmates, or you both could feel like this, right? Even if you don't believe you're soulmates, you could feel like, oh, like this is a special connection, or just some type of other soul connection like twin flames, karmic partners, etc., etc., etc. You could actually have a little contract too, not just a soul contract, like actually having been married and things like that. And so I feel like right off the bat that there is a focus on needing time to focus on yourself and self-worth, time to heal your heart, so that you can really love yourself before you love anybody else, I think is kind of what you both are focusing on right now. And it could be that with the Sword and Rose, that there is some type of conversation that, you know, shed a lot of clarity on your connection. And it kind of changed your dynamic. Maybe you were dating and then you guys realize, you know, actually we'd probably be better as friends in this moment. I don't know if that means, you know, just time apart for now, taking a mini break, or just in general, like you would feel better as friends. And so I really think that there was something that kind of changed the dynamics of the connection here that led you to focus more on yourself than focus on each other and like work as a partnership, and just no responsibility towards anybody else is what I'm getting here. Okay, so with that, I'm going, actually, let me put the little mong right here. So anyone clicking through can see that they have there's a mong here. Okay, so let's get an actual depiction of what your person thinks and feels for you. So Spirit, what does pile 1's person think towards them? How do they think about their person? Or how does pile 1's person think about them? Okay, so we have a few coming out right off the bat. So we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the 4 of Swords in reverse. Alrighty. And the Strength card upright. Okay, how does pile 1's person feel about them, please, Spirit? How does pile 1's person feel about them? does pile one's person feel about them? So we have the Chariot in reverse. How does pile one's person feel about them, please, Spirit? The Seven of Swords in reverse as well. And lastly, how does pile one's person feel about them, please, Spirit? And the Ten of Swords. Okay. And then bottom deck energy is the Six of Wands in reverse as well. Okay, so interesting energy. I'm getting that maybe your person wanted you to hit the books again, and they wanted to give you the space to work, whether that's work on yourself or literally work on some type of career or school work. Maybe they feel like they were distracting you a lot and you guys didn't really have time to think for yourselves or on your own. And there's this sense of codependency and this need to find your own inner strength rather than having to always rely on the strength of others, especially with the Seven of Swords here. I feel like they definitely wanted time and space to think is what I'm getting. They're still kind of wrapping their thoughts around what happened or just their feelings for you in general and just the relationship, where they want things to go, who they are. They have to figure out a lot about who they are and just staying strong in this moment. Because I feel like they definitely don't think they can come towards you, and there is maybe some hurt surrounding this connection. Either, you know, you both said harmful words to each other, or just pain of being in separation, because I do feel like you guys are in separation. With the Six of Wands in reverse, someone does not feel very victorious or very victorious or very in their element. And the Chariot and the Seven of Swords, I just feel like they have to kind of be on their toes. Maybe they feel like somebody made a mistake here and someone can't trust the other person. So maybe it seems like you're the one who can't trust this other person. Or maybe it's this person that, you know, feels like they can't trust you for whatever reason. But I don't think there's a lot of animosity. I think there's just taking time to really think as you both grow and how you want this connection to fit into that growing. But there's a standstill here is what I'm getting. And it's tug of war. It's a tug of war. Because they could also be burning themselves in books that kind of get away from having to think about you. Because I think I think you both know that time apart is best for each other. And I feel like, honestly, I'm not telling you anything that you don't really know. I think this person does have feelings, but they are trying to heal a lot, and so they're not letting themselves feel a lot, if that makes sense. But I have some oracle cards here to kind of give more info on kind of what is going on in their head. So we have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. I'm gonna move that up here. We have a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, and we have, what do I want to put this here? A time to give rather than take, and have faith in your dreams. Alrighty. So I feel like, so they definitely want to balance things out with you. They definitely feel like things could be a little unbalanced right now, and they're reflecting on their actions as well as your actions, and things just went down. They want an equal give and take. Okay, I think you are a part of their dreams, and they're trying to have faith that things will work out between you two in the end. But they're not focusing on it right now. They're focusing on themselves, and I think you both are. But I do see that they might come forward towards you actually pretty soon with a fiery climax approaches, or you guys would just be put in a situation where it's like, okay, we have been spending time apart, and now I just randomly see you, and it's like, boom, explosion. Like, okay, I've thought so much, and now I want to talk about what I've thought about in my own time, and see what you have to say to add towards the add towards the conversation and stuff. And with a win-win outcome is forecast, I really feel like they really think that they have no problem just staying friends with you. And this, you know, doesn't have to be a romantic connection. This doesn't have to be about just someone that you were, you know, romantically involved with. You could be asking about a family member, a friend, a coworker, literally anybody. And so I feel like this person will be like, I still have a lot of love for you in my heart. I do like care about you a lot. And I'm ready to like kind of work out and compromise about where we go, or you know, no matter what happens, we're going to be all right. So if this is a romantic connection, if you are together, it's gonna be okay. And if you're not together, that's also going to be okay. Like, they're perfectly fine staying as friends. I'm hearing that they just want you in their life, and that's just really cute. Okay, so anyway, I do think that they are thinking about how to give to themselves and thinking about where they want to go and what that path looks like and who is going to be on that path, and not only just who's going to be on that path, but how they're going to be on that path, the role that they're going to be playing in their life, and really trying to kind of stick to that and like have that integrity. Something big is coming with this Aries. I do think there is going to be like another change coming to your connection. And that could be from external forces too, or like from the two of you sitting down and be like, okay, let's have a talk, or just like, wow, like, I don't know, it's like something like you guys, it bubbles up so much in time. Like, I feel like this fiery climax is kind of you holding a lot in, or either one of you kind of, or not being able to communicate what you're thinking, what you're feeling, the growth that you're experiencing, and it all bubbles up. And then when you get the chance, it kind of just comes out, whether you want to or not. It kind of just naturally flows out, and it just, you end up having a conversation about it. Or maybe, I don't know, you guys go to a party, if this is a romantic relationship, and you end up, you know, having fun or whatever, and you know, stuff like that. So I feel like this is really straightforward. Pile 1 is always the most straightforward message ever. So I really think that's kind of, yeah, I feel like that. Sorry if you wanted more, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing in the cards. I'm gonna get some advice for you now, and we will still pull some charms and stickers for you. Okay, so don't be worried. You're still gonna get that. So we have Death and the Maiden, Invasion, Boundaries Violated, and Dominance. And then we have A Clockwork Pumpkin, A Wonderful Idea, The Aha Moment. Okay, the aha moment. When this came out, I was like, how is this, what advice is this? Like, what does epiphany really have to do with a relationship? And then I was like, oh, wait. Okay, now looking at this, I'm like, you're going to have an aha moment on how to save this connection. And it's not like this connection was ever, like, in dire. Like, it wasn't like, oh, you can never talk to me again and I hate you so much. I don't think this was that type of connection. But it just feels like this, like an aha moment of how you guys can really work together to the highest good, or like really take advantage of your connection together. And like, not take advantage is not, like, I'm thinking of like search engine optimization, and maybe your person is a CE, like a CS major, or they're just like, you know, in marketing or something like that. But like, just optimization, how you can get the best and the greatest good and the most satisfaction out of your connection for the both of you, where neither of you feel like your boundaries are being violated, where neither of you feel like there's like an unequal balance of, you know, who's in charge and who's not, and like a weird power dynamic, and just like you can be in each other's space without feeling like there's some part of you that's being invaded or violated because of past arguments or harm, or in discussions, or, you know, unreciprocated feelings, and, you know, things like that. Okay, so I think that this person, maybe you guys had to enact boundaries somehow and you just were in each other's lives a lot. Maybe you were kind of almost obsessed with each other at some point, and you had to take a step back and be like, okay, this is turning into codependency, and that doesn't sound very healthy at all. And so let's take a step back to kind of find ourselves again, to find where I begin and you end, and you begin and I end. And just maybe this person has some commitment issues or intimacy issues, and they had to kind of feel like fix those and heal those so they can come back towards you. Yeah, I think you guys just like, with this card, usually talks about someone like really dominating over another person, someone needing to take their back like steps to, like, you know, stand their ground. But I think that's either already been done, or this is just like more so not finding boundaries against each other, but just finding, like, you know, in coloring books have the outline of like a character, just like, I don't even know myself. Like, I don't even know what I would color myself in with. I don't even know what the outline of myself looks like beyond just like my body, and I don't even know if I'm comfortable with the outline of, like, it just feel like there's like growing into your coloring book image. is the energy I'm getting. And so growing and then coming together and having a good conversation, which I think is really cute. Okay, so headphone warning, I'm going to get you some charms now. So I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, okay. Alrighty. Alright. So we have, oh my gosh. So we have Get It, Alpaca. We have Cancer. What? We have Blossom, Persist. We have the little Capricorn symbol. So either of you could be Capricorns or have Capricorn in your charts. What is this? We have the letter R. I heard Retribution. Maybe because one of you wants to get revenge. I don't know. Okay, so then we have a Dream Catcher and a little 4-leaf clover. Okay, so, and the number 0. So the number 0, I'm seeing that, like that always represents new beginnings and new starts, and, you know, like just immense possibility, endless possibilities to me. Okay, there's, you know, I just remember math class, like there's like infinities within 0, and there's, oh, like you can never, like 0 is nothing but everything at the same time, like learning that in math class, right? And so you have the number 0, and that could also be a significant number to you for whatever reason. I'm hearing O could be a significant number. I mean, letter O could be a significant letter to you, okay? Either of you could be Cancers or have Cancer placements. What I'm seeing with this mostly, though, is that, you know, he's in a little, like, crab suit. And so I think this is, again, talking about, like, learning the suit that you want to be with, like, being a little hermit crab and being like, oh, I've outgrown this shell. I have to take it off, and I have to go find myself a new shell. And I think that's kind of what's happening. And, like, just again, like with Mr. Krabs, where he like molts and he has to like let the new like skin molt. It's like, oh, like I have to go molt my shell off for a second, and I'll come back to you when I have my new shell and I'm all brand new and shiny, and then we can like even blossom more together. I think no matter what the dynamic of this relationship is, if it's, you know, again, platonic or romantic, it's like you guys really help each other grow, and that's like kind of what soulmates are supposed to do. So you guys could be soulmates and really just really help each other grow in this lifetime, which I love. That is so cute. All right, keep persisting. I think there's a lot to gain from this connection. Okay, I think there's a lot to come as well, and it is not over. So don't give up on it. I think yeah, don't give up on it, because we have the little 4-leaf clover. There's a lot of luck around you two, and like even if there were struggles in the past, I do think that there's going to be a lot of luck going in the future, where it's like maybe you see this person everywhere and you're like, okay, I didn't see you for like 4 months, and now you just pop up literally everywhere. Like, I'm not even in town. Like, why are you at the gas station here? But like, I just feel like there's just a lot of moments for you guys to grow and connect together, and just really feeling lucky to have each other as well. Just feeling like you're the luckiest person, knowing them and being in their presence. And I think they're really going to inspire you to go after your dreams and go ahead and get it. That could also be an innuendo for anyone who's wondering, but like, or anyone thinking that. But yeah, go ahead, and this is, you know, a confirmation that, you know, you don't have to give up on this connection, and things can get better, and keep continuing. Don't let it consume you, of course, but like just be like, oh, you know, I know that this person will come back into my life. I know that this person also cares about me. I know that, you know, we'll probably see each other again, and we're like not out of each other's lives. So while I wait, in the meantime, I'm really going to work and cultivate and get to know myself and become the best version of myself, so I can go and meet them in the best crab suit, best little suit that I can get myself. All right, that I can, you know, put myself in, and really like they feel like you're a dream, and they feel like they admire you a lot, and they're like, oh wow, this person's like a dream come true. Almost like this is like, can't even believe I have a friend like this, like my best friend. Like I don't even, like, how can I know this person? Or like if it is romantic, like, oh, like you're a dream come true, like I'm so lucky to be with you. Even if it's family, like if you're thinking about, oh, your relationship with your mom or something, your mom would be like, oh wow, I can't, like I'm so lucky to have such an amazing daughter, and like something like that. or daughter or son. And so again, but like learning to not lose yourself in one another. I don't even know if this would focus enough to see like such a tiny print, but like learning to not lose yourself in one another. And that's not a bad thing. Like being able to be two individuals that come together to, you know, make a garden, rather than like two flowers entangling into each other and, you know, becoming weeds basically to one another and stopping each other from growing because they're all tangled up, rather than being a garden where they all, like, all the flowers can breathe free and keep doing what they want and keep cultivating, and together they just keep growing a full garden and community, and it's beautiful. Okay, so then lastly, I'm gonna get some stickers. I don't know if you need a headphone warning, but okay, here's one. Sorry. Okay, so stickers, please. All right. Okay. So pile one, please, Britt. I want some more. Pile one. Ooh. That one. Come back. Oh, this is a lot, but sure, I'll take them. Okay, so we have Little Man. I feel like every time I see this sticker, I just giggle, and it's just like when you put a fake mustache on and you can laugh together, and like almost like I always think of like making fun of like old-timey people or whatever, just be like just making fun of life and people in general, like, oh, ho, 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 like, I'm so manly, I am man, right? Like, Little Man, I think, is so cute. And it's just like, maybe you have children together, because this is what like all the like aunts and uncles would call my little brother, like, Little Man. And this is something that we all call like the boys, like the little kids, the male little kids in the family. So Little Man could also be, you know, how you refer to like how you refer to your children, or like something like that. Maybe like this word has a like actual significance to you too. You guys could be really into science. This person could really like science, or you could really like science. Bill Nye the Science Guy, maybe something you guys watch together. I don't know, but this could, you know, be significant to some people. Take what resonates. Don't let anything here take from you. We have Starbucks. One of you could also really like Starbucks, specifically tea as to coffee, and just really sweet, like with the pink like strawberry, like just like really like someone who's really sweet and light and airy and refreshing. Like I think you feel like this person is very refreshing. Okay, you really support each other with this girl support girls. And you don't have to be like a girl supporting a girl, and you don't have to, and this could also be like indicating like a friendship as well, but like it could just be like I just support you and you support me type of relationship. So I feel like you feel very supportive. Here we have Pura Vida, Costa Rica. I love how that rhymes. So this could be where one of you are from, where your family is from, where you are currently living, or where you just, maybe you guys met on a trip, maybe you guys met on a vacation and you met each other. Maybe you're on vacation right now. Maybe you just talked about going on a vacation and living life to the fullest, okay? And living your best life. Maybe you guys just really love traveling, okay? And we have this little shark here. I just got this random message of you were intimidated by the like other person. Like one of you was intimidated by each other when you first met each other, but not in a bad way. Just like, oh, like this person would never want to be friends with me. But it's just like, actually this shark is really sweet, and this shark is fighting for breast cancer with Keep a Breast, okay? So really like just be like, oh, actually like kind of I vibe with him and they vibe with me, and I don't even know why I was so scared to talk to them in the first place. One of you could be, you know, someone like one person's a tea drinker and the other person's a coffee drinker, or one of you just like is super hyperactive and like all over the place, okay? Then we have books. Someone could be, I just heard English major. Someone could be an English major or really like reading, be really smart and knowledgeable. I mean, we have the science. But I feel like this is like, you guys could be like polar opposites, but like opposites attracting, like complementary towards one another. Not opposites attracting like the bad way where you like literally cannot see eye to eye on anything. But I think it's just like you kind of complement each other, like tea and coffee and science and the liberal arts, and you know, and things like that. So I just feel like, I don't know, I'm just getting cute energy from that, okay? This person could help you see a whole new type of perspective. It's like almost they had a perspective shift, and they allow you to see things from just see the world in a whole new light, and like expand it at the same time. They really help you expand your view, and like really empowered you to like do anything that you want to do. Okay. Yeah, feeling good times, friends. Just good times. Feel really comfortable with one another. You might have the same friend group, or like have a same community or something like that too. Okay, we have neither here nor there. Yeah, you guys might be at a physical distance from each other as well, or just feel like there's distance in general. Maybe you guys like hiking, and maybe it feels like this person's here but they're not really here, and like it feels like they're at a distance. Like you could reach out to them, but you know not to. You know to keep a certain level of distance. So it's like you're not there. Like it's like there is something that's still blocking you too, and I think you still have a lot of love for each other. It's just like there's just some type of like boundary that's there, is what I'm feeling with that. Sunflower. Someone could really like the color purple. There's someone, again, blossoming together. Someone could really like flowers. Maybe you want to give this person flowers or something like that. And then we have the fem power, feminist sign. This is a really cute sticker. This is really cute. So it could be a female identifying person in this situation. But I think there's just like, again, feeling just powerful in general. I'm holding it upside down. Feeling powerful in general. Someone could be really like big on activism and things like that. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have cool. Someone could like pigeons. I like pigeons. Okay, so I just feel like maybe somebody likes pigeons. Maybe it's also kind of goes along with the shark. Like maybe someone felt like the other person was too cool for school, and they're like, dang, okay. Or maybe they feel like this person was flighty, but they're really just, I feel like someone's just really chill, and like chillier than the other person expected them to be. And lastly, we have this little desert sticker. And so someone could be from a hot place, a desert place, like, you know, Nevada, Arizona, that type beat. Someone could be really liking hot weather. Again, maybe you guys met during the summer. Summer could be significant, or deserts could be significant to you for whatever reason. Maybe, oh, we have it looks like a little flower here, and like the cactus. So again, kind of opposites, like an open, soft blossoming flower and like a little prickly cactus. But I feel like it's just like maybe this is how you perceive the person to be, or they perceive you, and then they see you just like a cute little sunflowery sun here. All right, I think perspectives have really changed, and it's like really you appreciate how you've grown together and what you've learned about each other, and you can't wait to see what else comes forward in the future, because there will be more. All right, so that is all that I have for you, pile one. Thank you so much for tuning in again, and I hope that this reading resonated with you, that it was enjoyable, and that I was able to offer you some helpful insights on what is going on with your person. Okay, so if you did enjoy, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notif down below so you don't miss any more readings in the future. All right, thanks so much again, and have an awesome day. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Queen Bee charm along with the Magic Tarot Shop Tarot. Okay, and you guys are here for the what your person thinks and feels about you. No, I did not just have a brain fart. But yes, so welcome to this reading about that. And we're going to start off by actually getting some energies between you and your person. These cards are just here for you to validate, you know, that you've chosen the correct pile for you, that it resonates, and that things like that, just, you know, how your, you know, connection with this person kind of feels and stuff like that. And maybe even reveal some energies that you resonate with but didn't, you know, actually resonate with consciously, you know? Okay, so your first card is separation. So you guys might be in separation right now. It says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, and unsure of the future. There could be a lot up in the air right now between you and your person. So that's one thing. Oh, let me put this Queen Bee charm here. For anyone clicking through the video looking for their pile, yes, this is, here you are. So we have separation, and then we have keys on a ring. So while you're in separation, you might be having a lot of, you know, no strings attached situations, one night stands. This just tells me that there's a lot of options right now and a decision that needs to be made. And maybe things between you and your person might be a little unconventional right now. Maybe you guys are in an open relationship or something like that. We have Golden Mirror, which talks about self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. Alrighty. And then the last one is Cupid's Arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, hesitation. Okay, so let me just grab a quick sip of water. See what Okay, thank you for your patience. Pile 2. So I feel as though I kind of have a little bit of a story here for you and your person. And if it resonates, it doesn't it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Okay, take where it resonates. Don't take anything from this reading. Don't let anything from this reading take from you. Okay, so I feel a few things. I feel like you could have been in a one-sided relationship or where it felt like you were the only one putting in effort in this relationship. Maybe you were in a relationship with a narcissist or someone who was very self-absorbed, and they kind of would like say I love you, like love bomb you a lot, like yes I love you, you're the one I want to be with, and then kind of ghost you all of a sudden. Suddenly you find yourself in this separation and you're like, okay, what happened? And I felt like pile 1 was also in separation, but this was like a mutual understanding of why you two kind of had to part ways. This is like things are going great and then suddenly there's like nothing, and this person acts as if Cupid's arrow has shot them, like oh my gosh, like you are the love of my life, and they come out of nowhere all of a sudden and act like everything is fine, and then they kind of are gone and they kind of treat you maybe like you're another option, like you're an option to them, is what I'm getting. And this reading doesn't have to be just about, like you could have asked about a friend, family member, coworker, whoever. And I am getting that it's very strongly romantic, but it could just be maybe you have a few narcissists in your life and you're not made priority in the life of, you know, people that you would normally have to be made a priority, like, you know, family members, friends, you know, friends treating as if, you know, they do want to hang out with you, they do want to be your friend. But yeah, or it could be that after all of this, after, you know, having a separation, you know, having a little bit of a hoe phase, after telling yourself that yes, I am the one, and maybe, you know, adopting some narcissist qualities, not in a bad way, just be like, yeah, I am that B, right? And then finding new love and having love come your way. And there's like, you're hesitating though on this connection, like, is there still to come? Should I, like, I feel like this person kind of has you waiting on them. And, you know, there's even like, could be a narcissistic mother type situation, something like that is the energy that I'm getting. Just a narcissist that kind of gives that affection on their own schedule and on their own terms, if that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like it's just someone who kind of gives that affection on their own schedule, like, oh, I feel like loving you today, and like almost like it's conditional, almost like it's like kind of like inconsistent, and so you're always waiting for it to come, and like kind of has you hooked that way, and you don't know if you should go forward on someone who actually feels like they would give you consistent affection and love, or, you know, just hesitating on if you should leave or not, or just hesitating on, you know, just this, like, just things feel uncertain in this connection, and like unsteady and unstable, and it kind of has, honestly, my anxiety levels going up a little bit, because it just feels like they say that they love you and then they don't act like they actually love you, which is at the core of this. But Spirit, tell me, what is this person thinking? What is Power T's person thinking about them? What is Power T's person thinking about them? We have the Knight of Cups. I feel that energy strong, and I will explain later on. Also, if you skip the intro, this is a handmade tarot deck by my sister, and it is BTS inspired. It is so cute. I love it. Okay, so then we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, definitely feeling this could very much be a romantic relationship. Page I swear to God, if we get another Cups card, let me see. Okay. And then we have the Page of Wands. All right. Let me zoom these over a little bit. Okay. How is this person feeling towards Pile 2, please, Spirit? So we have the Four of Swords, and I almost wanted to put this upright. I'm going to leave it in reverse, but I will consider my urge to put it upright. Okay, and then we have the Strength card in reverse. All right. Oop. I didn't feel called anything that fell out there. So, what does this person feel towards pile 2, please? What does this person feel towards pile 2? What does the person feel towards pile 2? So we have the Eight of Wands. And lastly, what does this person want? Oh, that came out perfectly. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. And I actually kind of want this one too. So then we have the Wheel of Fortune. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So immediately off the bat, this person does not want to leave this connection in the dust either. Okay, something is holding them here as well. You two could have a karmic connection, twin flames, something like that. I am getting very much that it could be romantic. And if it's not romantic, apply this how it feels, right? I would do my best to maintain all types of interpretations, but I do feel like this person can't leave this connection for their own reasons as well, and that's kind of like why they feel like they've left, and then all of a sudden they come back when you're like finally starting to move forward and like let them go and things like that, and then they just pop up out of nowhere. You're like, okay, why? Hello. I was doing my best to get over you and like just to release you, and yet you just think it's okay to come back like this. Okay, but anyway, and with especially the Page of Cups talks about immaturity, so I feel like this person is can be very, very immature, especially with the Page of Wands coming out too. Like this like young, youthful, inexperienced energy. They don't really know what they're doing. And again, this could be maybe you have a parent that you feel like didn't really know what to do when raising you, and kind of like never even was able to like fake that they knew what they were doing, and like, or you're with a coworker and like the coworker just like is complete noob at like their career and stuff like that, which is fine, but it's just like almost comical to you. And I feel like their thoughts are focused a lot about, for like those in a romantic relationship, focus a lot about romance and trying to woo you and trying to keep you in their life because they don't want to let you go. They have a lot of passion towards you with like the Eight of Wands and the Wands card here, the Page of Wands card. They have a lot of passion, especially feeling attracted to you like sexually and things like that, and that could be one reason that they don't want to leave, because they know that they can keep coming back to you. Like, you know, that's one thing that like, you know, they could have you when they want you, is type of the energy here. And they just, I feel like very just like, I mean, look at the way that Jimin and Tae look in these pictures. Like the Knight of Cups, like wooing and like being a suitor and a bachelor, and like, you know, would you trust Jimin with this, like this, the way that he's holding this rose or whatever? Like you right? Like they want something to blossom, but I feel like they're just not ready for emotional depth, because it's really like, because their thoughts are all about love and like, you know, wooing and how to keep you in their life and how to like be like romantic and a bachelor. I feel like they could be someone who's really, really showy and really, really like, wow, like super romantic, takes you out on these cool dates, you know, does their best, you know, plan a really cute picnic or take you out to a really fancy restaurant. But like outside of that, they don't really show up. And it's like their idea of love is like all through like Instagram pictures and not so much through like actually, you know, behind the camera, or, you know, when the date ends, like, oh, okay, let me like give you a ride home. Like, do you need help with this, or do you need to go pick up groceries? I can help you with that. Or do you need someone to talk to? And, you know, blah, 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 blah. It's like all very like fairy tale-y and not really like to like, you know, the work that it takes for love to sustain itself. I think they just have a very youthful idea of it. And this could be their first relationship, actually. Or maybe they're just, you know, starting to get out into dating and they're kind of all over the place. Especially with the Page of Wands. It's like kind of like just like so much energy, and then like boom, 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 boom. Like they just throw it out everywhere. Especially too with the Eight of Wands. So when it comes to their feelings, definitely in their ego. Definitely, I think their ego is blocking them a lot from their feelings, because maybe I feel like it's hard for them to get to an emotional depth. They don't like sitting in their feelings with the Four of Swords in reverse. They kind of like just want to go and not think too deeply about things, and just keep things superficial. That's where they feel comfortable, and they feel impatient a lot, maybe with themselves, and like with like the minute that they start to think, oh, like, am I doing this because I actually like have a fear of abandonment, and I'm like, wait, I don't want to sit down and think about that, because A, feelings, like, ew, and B, just that's a lot of time and energy that I don't want to devote my time and energy to when I could devote it towards something just fun and lighthearted. And like with the strength card in reverse, again, like just ego, and like more so like they're just really like go go go, and not really understanding the strength and vulnerability, and like recognizing your emotions and the strength that can be coming from, you know, that. And also kind of just very like yeah, like kind of using people, like, oh yeah, like I like to hang out with this person, I like to do that, but I don't really want to get deep with him. I don't really see like, you know, the real potential that, you know, human connections can have. Like with the strength card, the way that it's depicted, you know, with all 7 members, it's like, oh yeah, like they're all here together, and they all help each other grow and like go with strength, you know, in numbers and things like that. And so I feel like they're just kind of like, no, like I do it on my own. I mean, look at the 8 of Wands. It's like one person, like going everywhere, flying, and, you know, doing the thing. Hey, Jimin. But yeah, so I feel like definitely kind of a very solitary person, and gets impatient when people try to sit down and have a serious conversation, because you're like, why? Like, why can't you just have fun? And so I feel like this person isn't even in touch with their own emotions or how they feel, and they just don't have the emotional capacity right now to offer a lot in a relationship, or like any relationship for that matter. Like when it comes to friendships, or any relationship where they would have to show up for another person. They want to keep it light, fun, and hearted, and then just keep it moving and going. They're kind of the person at the party that goes from one group to another, but like but isn't in any group 100%. You know what I mean? So that's the energy I'm getting. But they do feel tied to you in one way. They feel like they want to keep coming back. But I could not tell you the reason. I think it could just be because they see it as something that they can keep getting and easy. Not calling you easy, but like just something they can keep coming back to. And if like they like, I gotta be 100% honest with you, pile too. I feel like they're like, oh, you know, this is one consistent thing that's here. I can come back to them whenever I want. I can get the affection whenever I want, and I don't have to go and like look out for anybody else. Or when I'm bored, you know, let me just hit them up at 2 a.m. in the morning type of thing. And just really distracting you from your growth with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel like it's really like, and it's like barren too. And like what it once was is not what it is anymore. And like spring day cannot come forth. It is what I just heard. Like spring, like this is, I think this is from their spring day music video for BTS. And I think, you know, that's just like, I'm just hearing halting of growth, and like, you know, you should probably, this person wants to stay young forever. Ha to all the BTS stans out there. But this person wants to stay young. They don't want to grow up. They want to stay a page. Okay, and the only knight that they would want to level up to is the Knight of Cups, because that knight is all about love and gushiness and romantic gestures and things like that. And just like, we look how like, oh, I'm such a model, I'm so sensitive. But are you? Because you're not really in touch with your emotions. Okay, it's like fake, like, you know, like bad poetry that, you know, like skater boys try to woo like people with. But like, anyway, so definitely like they want to stay young forever. They don't want to move forward on with life right now for whatever reason. They probably have their own issues to deal with, but you don't have to sit there and wait for them to do that, because with this Knight of Pentacles, it's definitely going to take them a bit to get a move on it, and to like get into this hot air balloon basket and to ascend. Okay, so I think it's time for you to kind of go forward and ascend on yourself, and to kind of just leave this let this person like figure themselves out. And in the meantime, you can keep growing, and you can keep, you know, seeing the beauty in growing up, and seeing the wisdom that you can attain, and how like your teen years, I feel like you guys are kind of young, your teen years or your early 20s aren't all that life has to be, because that's only like what, 20% of your life. Like, come on now, right? Okay, so I have some more cards about how this person feels. So let's see what is in store. So we have, it's time to release negativity. All right, we have prosperity lies ahead, and then let me move this puppy up. We have show the world the real you. This person is not being authentic. they're not being authentic. But they do have, okay, I'm gonna say that they have a lot of water energy, so they could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or have placements in those places. They could also be a Leo. And with the Knight, they could have, you know, some Taurus and Virgo, Capricorn. But I'm feeling mainly, honestly, I'm feeling like some type of water sign and like Aquarius for whatever reason. And you know, not a fixed energy, you know, they could be a Scorpio and Taurus too, but they could have placements in theirs. But if they don't, they don't, you know, take what resonates. Don't let anything from here take from you. And I really just think that they're not being authentic in that any sense of getting deeper, right? Any like energy of like getting deeper into a connection, or like having to show themselves like their authenticity and being real in a connection, and having someone actually get to know them and feeling deep emotional bonds really scares them. But they shake it off as if like, oh, this is so negative. Like, why are you always worried about where we're going or what this means, or, you know, why I do that, or blah 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 blah. Like, you think too much about things, and like really gaslighting you. I think they only ever want to think about their new and moving forward and forward and forward, and not reflecting. And I think that's you know, if you're here for just a good time, you know, stick around. Pile 2, you know, this is your decision. But if you want something more, I can't tell you that this person is going to give that to you, because honestly, it doesn't look like they are. They're only looking towards, maybe they're focused just more on their career or school, and they don't have time to actually get involved in a relationship. Okay, so there is prosperity for you, I see, and they see a lot of abundance in you, and they like to take from you, but they're not able to really give. They see all that you can have to offer them and the affection and comfort when they need it, but they keep the string so loose that they don't have to offer anything to you, and they can just go like across the world and still feel like they have, you know, connections towards you and can reach out to you when they need to, but not really able to give towards you, okay? Because they're not being authentic and they're not being honest with themselves. And it's like such a block here. It's like, take with the Taurus, and just, oh my gosh, someone getting to know me, someone trying to see the inner workings of my mind and want to get to know what my heart means and be there for me and comfort me and be there for me thick and thin and see me when I cry. That is disgusting. I don't want that. And no shame to them. Like, I feel like if there's something that is keeping them from that, and they like, just, they're not in a space where they can, you know, be there for someone, they should be upfront. That is one thing I will say. But, you know, if they just can't, then they can't, all right? And, you know, that's their own journey to go through. So let's get some advice for you, pile 2. So we have the Grumpy Red Fairy, be your true self. And then we have Mend a Broken Heart Fairy, healing from heartache. You guys might really like Tinkerbell. I don't know why I thought of that. It's just that 2 fairies came out. But and we have 8 again. So there is a lot of abundance in you. Just because this person keeps taking from you, or it doesn't limit like your abundance at all. It doesn't say you have any less. It doesn't mean this person isn't giving to you and you're giving a lot to this person, to where you feel a little empty and like there's not much left. And that is, you know, something to take a look at. But with the Mend a Broken Heart Fairy, healing from heartache, this might be very, you know, this whole message might be very hard for you to hear, and I get that. This isn't, you know, such a, you know, maybe as lighthearted or a fun reading as you would expect. And, you know, it might just be a hard message to hear, and that's normal. You know, when we like someone and we find out that they kind of don't exactly feel the same way about us. And so with Mend a Broken Heart Fairy, allow yourself to feel that pain, allow yourself to feel those emotions, allow yourself to just cry and down peanut butter and watch sad movies all day, okay? That is totally fine. Let your emotions go their way, you know, allow yourself to feel them fully. And then when you're feeling ready and like you're like, okay, I've cried enough, it still hurts, but I can kind of keep going now, release it and let the cycle end and start a new one. But in the meantime, just let your heart heal, and don't try to force yourself or make yourself feel bad for liking somebody, or feel like, oh, I'm such a dummy for like thinking that this person ever liked me back. First of all, no, because A, I did see love bombing, and B, I do see that this person like kind of holds you on a string, and they are using some manipulative tactics to keep you around. So don't get mad at yourself, okay? Your feelings are valid. It's what you do with them is what's your responsibility, okay? And so with the grumpy red fairy, I'm actually getting like the way that she, like her facial expression, I feel like it's kind of like how you're feeling, right? And I feel like you might be getting kind of fed up with this person. You're like, okay, this is like the fifth time that you've said this, and we've been doing this like cycle and merry-go-round for how freaking long, and it's time that you kind of put your foot down and be like, hey, no, this is not okay. And you not being authentic with me and with yourself and having me go around with you on this like abandoned, oh my gosh, on this this abandoned merry-go-round is like keeping me from being authentic with myself and being honest with myself about this and where I really need to go, because I'm ready to go forward onto something that is substantial and long-term, and with someone who's not a kid anymore and willing to like honestly grow a pair, whether it's grow a pair of chesticles or grow a pair of testicles, or whatever. But like, be honest with yourself about what it is that you want in a relationship. What is it that you value? What are the standards that you want meet? Are you meeting those standards for yourself, like to yourself? Are you being kind to yourself, like you want others to be kind to you? And what does that all culminate into what you want from a relationship and what you want from just anyone, whether that's platonic or romantic, okay? And then be like, okay, is this person fulfilling that? Is this person actually going to help me get on that path and carry and go forward with me on that path? Or are they just holding me back? And do I need to release them? And if the answer is release them, and let yourself fall into the pity party, because that's okay. That is okay. We can throw pity parties. They exist for a reason, okay? So what I'm gonna do for you now, pile 2, is we're gonna get some charms and stickers for you. So if you have your headphones in or you don't like loud noises, this is your sign to turn the volume down and I shake the charms, okay? So 3, 2, 1, and shake. Nice. Okay, so we have tough bunny. Yeah, this person is a tough nut to crack. Okay, you might really not know what's going on in their head, their heart. I don't think they really know either, so that's one thing to do. But you can be a tough bunny and stand your ground and be strong and firm in that. Again, we have map of soul, so definitely stay on track to what your map of soul is telling you to go. What is your soul path, your life purpose? Where do you believe yourself, that you need to go, and your next destination on this path? And is this person helping you, or are they just a distraction, or are they swaying you away from this path that you're supposed to be on? And if that's the case, okay, it might be time to kind of leave them in the dust. All right. Oh my gosh, this was pile 1's little charm. But yeah, this person's wearing a mask. They're wearing the mask and they're afraid to show the world their true self, but you don't have to be afraid. Okay. Honestly, I just heard they're a coward, and so that I feel like spirit is a little salty towards this person. So like, you might be putting them on a pedestal, but really they're not that, like, they don't need to be idolized that much. Okay, so allow yourself the ability to really, really blossom and recognize yourself for the queen bee that you are, and that you're ascending to royalty, and this person's still just a worker bee. All right, so let's just say that, okay? And then you are gorgeous, you're beautiful, amazing, gorgeous. Don't let how this person treated you and how you're feeling now like allow you to spin narratives that you're not worthy of love, that you're unlovable, that you're not amazing, when you are lovable. This person just is, putting you on the same, like, refusing to be authentic and refusing to be honest with themselves, and putting you through that same, like, confusion that they're going through, and then it comes to their feelings and kind of shutting it down and gaslighting you and things like that, and making you feel like you're the crazy one when you're really not. They just have a lot to work through, and they're kind of making you feel like it's your responsibility to work through that with them, or it's like you shouldn't even be questioning, or you shouldn't, like, almost shouldn't be working on yourself, and like, why are you even asking such big questions? Where it's just like, you want the truth and you want to be real to you, and you want something real where you can be open with someone and they're not, the door is closed, okay? And that's not your responsibility to try and open it for them. But you can deal with your door. Like, do I want it open or closed right now? And if you want it open, you gotta make sure that you're only letting in people who are gonna help you and, make you feel full in your heart, and if it really just like add color to your life, you're only gonna let those people through the door. All right. And then we have boy with love. And so again, I feel like this person very much, because he has blue hair. Yeah, look at this Nine of Cups. He's a boy with love, but is he a man with love? Is he a man with love? Regardless of gender, okay? Regardless of whoever you're dealing with, right? They are a person with love, but are they an adult with love? And that is the question to ask yourselves, okay? So I think that is all that I have for you, pile two. No, that's a lie. I have stickers. Okay. Stickers. All right. All right. Oh, you got some more cards. These are extras from the deck, but okay. So we have the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Wands again. Yeah, this person, more wands, but person could definitely have fire in the chart. It has to be a very passionate connection, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, they just all over the place energy, and they don't really know where to direct it. But they are full of it and full of passion, and it's kind of like might be you to kind of just sort through the masks, take them all off, and be like, okay, maybe it's time that I just be singularity. Maybe we just go both ways, and at least I know who I am, even if you don't know who you are. Because this person can't tell you who they are if they don't know who they are, all right? So keep that in mind. Like, don't feel bad if you're like, who? Like, I don't even know you. They don't even know themselves, okay? So, or they're like, you don't even know me. They don't know them. Okay, anyway, that's enough of that. But, like, you're going to reach victory. You're going to make it. And it's going to be a hard-won victory, but it's going to feel good because you're going to feel good in yourself. You're going to feel like you can have a breath of fresh air, and you're not crazy, and you've mended your heart, and you're ready to go on forward with yourself, and like feeling really confident and happy with yourself, or maybe even in another relationship that is healthy, stable, and fulfilling. Okay, so know that this is not the end. It's just this person isn't ready, and that's not your responsibility. Like I said, you could be a whiz. I think this is like you also knowing your intuition is trying to tell you something. When I think Harry Potter, I think magic. When I think magic, I think spirituality. When I think spirituality, I think intuition. So listen to it, okay? And then we have, oh my god, first of all, this freaking rose. What a romantic person. Like, this person really knows how to woo you and like get back into your head and your heart. You need to put up blocks from them. Keep, if their name is Tae, for example, like Taehyung, get Taehyung repellent, okay? Because I think this person really knows how to get through the cracks that you try to close the door. When you try to close the door on them, and maybe you've closed it on them before, but they just keep getting through and you don't know why. And it could be a karmic cycle, and it could be just that it's time that you kind of like just like cut it. Like, you're just like, okay, no, like this, not again, not today. Enjoy the watermelon, enjoy all the little seeds that life has to offer, and plant them and make it grow. There is going to be something refreshing, and you can fulfill yourself, and you can hydrate yourself, and you can love yourself. Okay, there's so much for life to offer, and so many fruits to reap for your labor and stuff like that, especially free emotional labor. Charge them, sis. But okay, anyway, definitely just sit down, have fun, be happily single when you leave this person, or just find someone new that you can have a slice of watermelon with, and just be like, wow, this is so sweet. Like, this is the sweet taste of victory, of being on my own and being happy on my own, and knowing this person is still not knowing who they are, but I know who they are, and like, they have a lot to work through, and I've gone through a chunk of shadow work and a chunk of self-growth, and they're gonna have to spend a couple years catching up because they expedited mine, and who's gonna expedite theirs? Okay, so I believe that is all that I have for you, pile 2, for real this time. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that and it resonated, and I was able to offer some helpful insight as always. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, and if you did enjoy this, I'd really appreciate it if you could like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notif down below so you don't miss any more readings in the future. Okay, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Sleeping Koya, or Koala for people who don't know BTS, and the Britt's Third Eye Tarot. And today we're going to be seeing what your person feels and thinks about you. But before we get into those specifics, I'm going to be pulling some cards to just get the energies of your connection, of what your relationship is kind of like, so you can verify if this is the correct pile for you, if it resonates or not, and maybe even see some underlying energies that you were unbeknownst to but still resonate. Okay, so let's see. Your first card is I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun flirting, want to date. So you guys, this could be a young connection, as you just met each other, or young romantically, and you guys are, you know, kind of vibing, kind of flirting here and there, and kind of like, I feel like they like me and I like them. Okay, so then we have coffin. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So I actually feel like, and it's weird how like my first gut reaction was to put this coffin here, because I feel like this isn't like an ending for you two. I feel like this is a new romance blooming, and this is after maybe you've had a breakup or like some type of ending. This doesn't have to be like you could have gone to this reading asking about, you know, a friend, a coworker, a family member, somebody like that. But I do feel like there was some type of ending either in this relationship from before or with somebody else that kind of liberated you and made you feel free. And now this person is coming forward and just giving you good vibes, giving you good energy. Okay, and then we have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. I want to focus on the watching and looking and the stalking, because I'm hearing social media. So I do feel like that this is very like a romantic inquiry here. I would try my best to keep things open to the public, but the main interpretation I'm hearing is there's, you know, kind of you like them, they like you, but you guys are still in that gray area of like, oh, do they really like me? Should I make a move kind of thing? It's kind of exciting, kind of really fun. And in the meantime, you guys are kind of just like watching each other in social media and like, oh, they look so good here. Ooh, are they watching? Did they watch my story? Things like that. Just really, really cute energy. And I think this is, again, all coming after something maybe toxic or just an ending of some sort in the past. Most likely some type of breakup or freeing yourself from some type of toxic cycle, thought pattern, or person. Okay, so now we're going to see what this person feels and thinks about you. So, Spirit, what does this person feel, or think about pile 3? What does this person feel about pile 3? And think about pile 3. You will get to feelings. What does this person think about pile 3? Please, Spirit, what does this person think about pile 3? What does this person think about pile 3? So we have the Queen of Cups. What does this person think about pile 3? What does this person think about pile 3? And we have the High Priestess. What does this person think about pile 3, please, Spirit? What does this person think about pile 3? Okay. Then we have the Three of Swords. I definitely feel like there was some heartbreak in the past. And maybe you guys do have some history. Maybe you guys were like, you know, let's part ways, or, you know, you just never spoke about how you actually felt for one another, and then you guys, you know, didn't talk for a while, and now you're coming back, and it's like those feelings are reignited, and you're like, okay, now I gotta be honest with myself, gotta look in the mirror, give myself a pep talk, and come towards this person. And it's crazy how they both, like, they just look exactly the same. Like, they're really marrying each other, and I think you're always on this person's mind. They could feel like there's this, like, a spiritual connection between you two, and, like, you guys are mirroring each other in a lot of ways. So if they believe in twin flames, that could definitely be the case. I'm seeing that for some of you, this could be a same-sex connection. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could also be platonic. But I do feel like there's this fear around this person. Like, they're afraid that you're going to reject them somehow, or you're, like, going to, like, once you get to know them, once you see the real them, then you're just gonna leave. And, like, they really put you on this high pedestal, and just, like, want to, like, have so much care and love that they want to give you. Even, like, in their thoughts, I'm already getting a lot of, like, deep feelings for you, and that they might not be letting on. Like, it comes off as like superficial, but they really do think that you're like it. Like, they think that you could be the one. Is what I'm getting, and that scares them. That really scares them a lot. And so if you're wondering why they haven't come forward, and you guys have been, you know, talking for a bit, or you feel like the energy is, you know, should be reciprocated and stuff, then that would be why. That would be it. Okay, so let's see what else, Spirit. Oh, then you have judgment. Definitely afraid of getting judged for some reason, whatever reason. This could definitely just be all in their head, but I think they are afraid of, you know, you judging them once you really see them for who they are, they think. And then the 10 of Wands. Yeah, there's such, like, they want success with you. They want a happy home and family with you, but they're unsure if you would be down for that, if you'd really want that, if you'd want to be with them. And like, they don't know if they could keep up. Like, okay, even if they get you, like, what if, like, there's just a lot of self-doubt. Like, they're just like, what if they end up like not liking me later on, and then I get my heart broken even more because we could have had something, but then it just didn't come through. And you know, Bombay energy is the 5 of Pentacles, so definitely a scarcity mentality and fear of being left out in the cold. But they do have passion for you. They do have a want of wanting to come rushing towards you, but they're just waiting for the right opportunity, and they don't know. And like, I don't know if that opportunity is ever going to come. They might just have to work up the nerve to come talk to you, or maybe you have to be the one to kind of get things rolling, because I do think they're a little nervous being and like a little cute cinnamon roll, and really see you as such a sweet human being, and caring and nurturing and loving, and like someone who's really there to support them. Like, they see like not only like, if this is a like romantic connection, not only like a lover, but also like a friend, and like you guys could really be best friends. And if they were to like confess their love for you, they're afraid that would break things, if that would like just not, if it wouldn't work out, and then they couldn't even be friends with you, and that scares them a lot. With the High Priestess, I really think that they could also, you like being marrying, I am just thinking like you guys kind of like trigger each other, but not necessarily in a bad way, just in a way that's like, oh wow, like now I really like, I understand this about myself, and I understand that, like I feel like you see each other's wounds in a like healthy way, if that makes sense, and like you help each other work through it, or you just like, you're both in a space where you can recognize when you're being triggered, and like how like you're able to grow with one another, and the wounds that you have to heal now in order to have a healthy relationship with one another. That could be also a result of something that in the past that had to lead to a new beginning between you two. But I think just in general, even if there's not like a long history between you two, I think there's just some way of being able to see each other, and then being able, like through talking to one another, through being friends and things like that, I think you just naturally healing and being like, oh, that's why I have that wound. It's like almost like you're remembering things from past lives, like subconsciously, if that's possible, if that's what you believe in. They're like, oh, do you remember when like this, like the stepmother of the heir to the throne that I liked in 1800s like said that I couldn't marry her son even though we were completely in love, because I was just a lowly commoner. Yeah, in this life, now I feel like I don't have any self-worth. And now I have to work through that. And I'm really happy that you're here with me to work through that type of thing. That's so specific. So it's just, yeah. But anyway, I think that they do see like a new beginning that you want to go with you. I feel like maybe you guys could both be very spiritual, and maybe you're a little bit farther along on the spiritual path than this person, but you really like opened their eyes a lot. And I think you really I don't know, I feel like there's like almost like a spiritual awakening that you trigger in each other, this person, and they just feel so clearly now. They just know that they want to move forward in life with you by their side, and that's scary to them, but they also know that they kind of like, there's no ifs, ands, buts around it. Almost like, this is the person I want to be with, and this is the person I'm gonna be with, and I just have to work up the nerve to do it. And I have to like, you know, it's either now or never type energy with the Judgment. Like, if I don't do it now, then someone else is gonna take this, like take pile 3. Like, I just feel like there's so much love and so much gratitude for how much support you've given them and how much guidance you've offered them. I think, yeah, I just feel like they're like, oh wow, like they see it like almost like I felt this in pile one too. They almost feel like they see a whole new world with you. But let's see what else they feel. Let's get some oracle cards for you, okay? So I pre-shuffled these, but I have not looked at them. We have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. Yeah, there's definitely some type of like awakening or culmination that's kind of like awaken their eyes and like reach a new conclusion. That conclusion could be like, you know what, I gotta person up and go get my pile of threes. I think there's something they want to give you, and just if it's not romantic, they want to offer you some gratitude. But they might feel a little silly doing so because they're like, what do I even say? Like, thank you for making me see like my past self, making like thank you for the spiritual awakening, or just thank you for always being there. I think they have what do you need to release? Yeah, I feel like what do you need to release in order to come towards, what do they need to release in order to come towards my pile of threes? We have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn, and let's put you here. Yes. And actually, what do we want to do? Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Expect powerful change with new moon eclipse. There's a lot of eclipses and like just interesting energy. So there is definitely a change that needs to be brought about because we have a new moon and then a lot of eclipses, which literally talking about change and, you know, new beginnings and things coming to a culmination. And like, what do you need to release? And this could be, what do you need to release in order to energetically bring this person in, if that's what you want, or just feel like this is something that this person is thinking about. Like, they might be a Capricorn or an earth sign. They're not very like touchy-feely emotional type people is what I'm getting straight off the bat. And it's gonna bother me that it's not symmetrical. So there we go. Okay, so like what do they need to release in order to have the guts and the bravery to come towards you in some type of way? I definitely feel like they're running out of time for some reason, and they want change. They want change to come to your connection. They want you so bad, and they've been working and working and working, and they feel like they're so close. Maybe they've been working to get closer to you, and they're like, okay, now is the time. Like, I feel like they feel it too. I gotta do it now. Maybe you guys have a lot of suitors. Maybe they feel like there's a lot of competition to have your hand or just to be your friend or whatever, but they're just like, I have to tell them, I have to get this off my chest and at least say I tried. I'm getting big, like the cowardly lion or courage to cowardly dog vibes. Like, they have such a big heart and so much love to give, but they're just like, I'm still like so afraid. Like, it's still, I'm gonna be screaming the whole time while I do it type of vibe. Okay, so now we have advice from spirit to you, pile threes, you guys specifically. All right, so we have the three fates, what comes around. We have dress of alchemy, release your power. Yeah, I'm gonna put this here. Yes. We're gonna make a pretty spread. Here. And then we have Angel de los Muertos. We have transitions to the spirit realm. Okay. So, definitely transitions. Definitely a spiritual connection. And I just heard that for some of you, and like trigger warning, okay? But for some of you, you might be asking about a past loved one, I'm getting, and they're wanting to like really like, they're trying to feel like, how can I let them know in the biggest possible way that I am here and I'm watching over them. But that's a very specific message for only certain people. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but I do think that there's a transition, there's change coming to this connection, and it's okay. Like, I feel like maybe this is someone from the past who wants to come back towards you, and they realize maybe they messed up in a lot, and that's why they're afraid that you're going to reject them, and they realize everything that you offered them, because I feel like you kind of doing your own thing and getting ready to move forward. I feel like with the Angel de los Muertos, like you're going through a transition and changing your life and having a rebirth in your life almost. and you're kind of thinking about, okay, who do I carry on with me and who do I leave behind? And it's scary because it's like, am I going to be okay in this new cycle? Is it going to be all right? And transitions hurt. And, getting, cool with the idea of having to go through a rebirth of some sorts, having to value the life that you have now. I think that's one message Spirit wants you to have. Like, just be appreciative for the now and know that you can live life to the fullest now. You don't have to wait for anything to get that. Maybe you feel like you've been waiting for this person again and again, but now that you're hearing that they also want to come towards you, it's like you're not as excited as you thought you would be, or you're just like, but do I really believe it? Like, do I really care? And Spirit is like, you don't have to care. Okay, and maybe you've moved on before you thought you were ready to move on, and you're like, okay, but what do I do now? Because like this empty space, and like you can fill it up with whatever you want to fill it up. Like, do whatever you want to do. Like, don't focus on this connection. This like that. The worry right now is falling all on your person. But you just keep doing what you want to do, right? You just keep doing what it is that you love to do. This could also be why the Five of Pentacles came out, because maybe they feel like they've lost a good thing, and maybe they have. Because we have Dress of Alchemy. Release your power. Wear all your power on your sleeve. Don't hold it back. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't feel like it's awkward or, egotistical or anything like that. Like, just wear all of yourself on your sleeve. Be authentic and be true to who you are. And be honest with yourself. If you're hearing this and you're like, oh, but I don't really care. Like, I clicked on this because I wanted to know what they felt, but now I know that they kind of want to be with me. I don't really want to be with them. I don't really want them back in my life, friend or lover, right? And so I just feel like new beginnings. And the Three Fates is also emphasizing, like, you can be replaying the same thing over and over again, the same events, the same hurt, and crying over the cycles that you feel like have repeated, the things that you feel like have been unfair in your life, and be like, oh my gosh, like, woe is me. Like, yes, give yourself space to cry and get upset and be sad, and that is 100% in your right. But also know when it comes to time where you just keep replaying the same cycles and not doing anything about it, when you have all the power that you can, like, all the power is within you to change the cycle and make the change that you want to make change, instead of just watching your life kind of roll out before you. Like, you can take an active role instead of just watching the cycles go and go and go and feel like you're kind of like disassociated from it. And then, getting upset about what happens. Like, wear your power on your sleeve and take that back and put things in a bottle and, make, the potions that you want to make to, live the life that you want to live. If you want to, wear a money potion, do it, or whatever. Like, guys might be really witchy. Like, go ahead and make that, burn a money candle, who cares? And it might be different from where the culture you come from or something like that. But keep doing it, doing what you love. And just don't watch life unfold. Take it by the reins, okay? And control it, direct it where you want to go. Yeah, and like, just know that you can break these cycles, and these cycles don't have to keep repeating. They don't. It's like you can very much cut the cord on this. You can very much, don't give fate so much power over you that you just can't do anything. Like, you have no free will. Live as if you do have free will. Who cares if it's all supposed to be in, divinely orchestrated? I mean, that's cool and all, but like, you still decide if you want to eat pizza or cake, okay? But yeah, so now we're gonna get some charms. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I feel like you guys were really good friends, and maybe now it's like, that's why it's like this person's so afraid, because they see you moving on. They want change. And they see that the door to being with you for the rest of your life, or however long of a period, is closing. And they're like, okay, well, how do I need to change in order to, what cycle do I need to end in order to connect back with pile 30? Okay, so Spirit, can we get some charms, please? Oh, sorry. Headphone warning. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right. out for power too. Then we have teardrop. Yeah. And sleeping. And let me just get a few more. Oh, I like that. Okay. Alrighty. And we'll get some stickers too. So we see, yeah, definitely some type of ascension with the 7 map of soul here. I definitely feel like you are deciding where you need to go on your soul path, and you're, you know, ascending, leveling up some way spiritually, just in life in general, and like really deciding where do you want to go with in your life, what your life what you decide your life purpose is, and everything like that. And I think you're kind of saying, okay, who do I want to bring with me on this life purpose? Like who is going to keep me on this path that I'm trying to align myself with, and who's going to distract me from that, who's going to sway me from that and just cause unnecessary detours. Okay, because there are so many doors of opportunity opening up for you. And one quote I heard is that when you're like entering a new stage of life, there's only like one door, and that door is only so big. Like, look at the space between these like 2 trapezoids. Like that, it's only so big. You can only fit like one person through it, and maybe one other. Like you cannot carry your entire family, your entire community, like all the people who've hurt you, all those things. So it's really time that you decide, okay, what, you know, who am I going to carry? Or no, who, like, first of all, I need to get through, and who is worthy of even trying to squeeze through that door. And it's supposed to be going this way. Okay, who is even worthy of trying to squeeze through that door? And it's definitely not all the baggage, definitely not all the people who traumatized me in the past, or maybe it is, you know, that's up to you. But we have W here as well. You can see it as an M if you want. And we have Z here. Hello, my name is Zoe. I'm kidding. Okay. Actually, these are my initials. But anyway, I hope I'm not the person who is who you guys had to leave in the dust. But yeah, so there could be Z or W could be significant to you in some way, or at least could be, you know, letters and words that are significant to you. Like I heard zoo for Z and stuff like that. And zany, maybe someone's a little, you know, little interesting, little like fun, quirky, crazy. All right, we also have Capricorn. What did I say? I felt like there was a Capricorn here somewhere, but like you could be a Capricorn, or this person could be a Capricorn, and you guys could have Capricorn placements. Capricorn season could be significant to you for some way. Okay, the number 2 could be significant to you guys for some way. You guys could be twin flames, and you guys are in separation right now. And you know, the twin flame journey could be over. You know, it depends on where you are. Especially with boy with love. I think maybe this person was love bombing you at some point, or really giving you like, really flirting, really being like, whoa, 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 like I'm so cute, like giving you like all the romantic gestures and things like that, and like just they didn't really see the depth of this connection, and now they see it, and now they're like, dang, is it too late? Is it too late? Okay. Also, again, platonic or romantic, but like they're crying tears now, but it could be just be like, you're like, dang, these be alligator tears, these be fake, or you missed your chance, and I don't know what to tell you. Like, you slept on it, you slept on our connection, you slept on me, and there's nothing else that I can, you know, I don't know what you want to do for me. Okay, and like with this thought bubble being, yeah, it's like in their head, they're like, yeah, I want to be with them, yeah, let's go get them, yeah, let's go, you know, apologize and be, you know, one with pile 3 again. But it's just in their head, it's just in their head, like only in their head, and like it's questionable if they're actually gonna take action towards you. We have is this back okay? My back okay? Okay, anyway, we have wanderlust. So you could definitely love to travel. You guys could be at a physical distance from one another. but you could have met this person on a vacation or something like that. But I just feel like there's a lot, like you are like getting out, you are spreading your wings, you are going places, and this person sees that and they're like, dang, I want to go with them, but I don't think I'm worthy. And they might not be, based on what, like, they could, like, as a person maybe they're worthy, but like based on what they've done in the past, or like your connection or whatever, and they just might know like you're not going to take them with you, and you have no obligation to do so. But definitely, if you're thinking about traveling, this could be a sign to go travel, go have fun, go move, go see a new city or something like that. Okay, there's so many options. Like I said, a lot of doors of opportunity being open to you, both like like financially, new opportunities in your career, just, you know, going places, you know, your dreams coming true and things like that. I just saw a 444, so definitely dreams coming true. And with the key ring, I also think of this as like options. Like you have a lot of like romantic options, suitors, bachelors, and things like that. And so they're really like, wow, like I have to fight for pile 3 now. And yeah, they might have really missed their shot, but there's a lot of potential here for you, and you don't have to worry about them or anything like that. You don't have to be, you know, like, oh, I feel bad for them. They're like, no. Stay on your path, stay on where you gotta go, okay? Don't let this person's feelings get in the way of your destiny, your journey, okay? So let's end off with some stickers. See what those have to say for you too, pile 3. Okay. What do those have to say? Oh. Okay. So we have I always love this sticker so much, a Van Gogh just yeeting a vase of flowers. And I just feel like you are just like yeeting this person, like, yeah, we had a great connection, it really blossomed, it was really pretty, bye. And I think maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe this is you now, the energy you're in, and that's totally okay. Confirmation that you don't have to like feel bad or be obligated to do anything, all right? And with this, I feel like maybe you were really like felt stuck, or like this person had a certain perception of you, or didn't really let you grow, or was just like, why are you doing that, why are you being that? Like they didn't want you to be your true self because it was like deemed weird to them by their culture, by their society, or by, you know, the culture and society that you guys shared, especially if this person is a part of your family. But I feel like maybe you just felt stumped by this person, and then you left and you broke free, and now they've been like, actually, like pile 3 was onto something, and pile 3 was actually amazing. And they were trying to help me ascend as well, and trying to, you know, help me see like who I truly am and like what I really want, and not just follow blindly with what I've been taught my whole life. And I feel bad for making them feel bad about who they really were. And they're just like realizing this now, and you're just like, no, that's a memory, that's a picture frame now. I'm out and free and about, and I'm like leaving that behind. I'm leaving all that in the past now. And we have, you probably think that you are better now. Yeah, this person's like thinking like, yeah, you probably think that you're better off now. And I hope you do think, like, I think they agree. I think they agree that you are better off now. And I think you're like, yeah, I am better off, and I don't need anybody else's validation but my own, a good place, or you're working towards being that place. And so keep doing what you're doing, pile 3. They definitely want to communicate with you. That's one thing. They definitely want to communicate you and, you know, apologize, and I heard ask you out, and they're prepared for rejection. They know. So don't, I need some space. This could definitely be you. Again, with the Wanderlust, you might be going somewhere. You might be moving, and they're like, oh, if they're moving, like, I only have so much time to be like, to say how I feel. But you're like, I need some space. Like, I can't move somewhere with baggage, okay? Like, I feel like you're just like, why are you doing this now? Like, you silly goose. Okay, we have the rose. Yeah, they want to offer you a rose, an apology, a sign of affection or gratitude too, or just, you know, I don't think that if they come towards you, they're going to be expecting a lot. I think they just want to let you know how they feel and get it off their chest, and also let you know that they're sorry if they've done anything to harm you in the past. And we have the watermelon, so yeah, definitely sitting down, a refreshing conversation, remembering good old times, and just having a healing conversation, I think is the least of what they like, that is at least like what they want to get out of the conversation. They at least want to be able to be like, hey, let's work through this, let's just remember the good times and allow me to apologize and like leave this relationship off on a good note and not go with any resentment or toxicity, or just, you know, bad thoughts towards one another. Let's at least hear that and have a good time, a refreshing time, and laugh and smile together and just have a piece of watermelon. And I see that too with, you know, nugs, not drugs. Definitely, maybe this person was always like, you know, they could have been an addict of some sort. Again, trigger warning. And maybe you're trying to help them out of that and they just weren't accepting that. And you're just like, okay, well, I'm not going to let you drag me down here with you. I'm not going to try and help someone who doesn't want to be helped. And now that they kind of are seeing things clearly, maybe they've got sober or something like that, but they are like, I really appreciate the help that you offered me. I just want to let you know that at least. And this could also just be you guys going out to, you know, McDonald's and again having a good old watermelon time, okay? And then lastly, we have, I don't speak Spanish, but this is like I see, you know, the empowerment fist, and this could be, did I say same? Yeah, this could be same, like girl to girl connection, but I just see you guys standing up for one another. I'm hearing girls support girls, and even if you know it's not a girl to girl connection, it could just be, you know, you guys really supporting each other and really empowering one another and being like, yeah, like we leave this connection feeling empowered and knowing that we support each other and knowing that even if we're not in contact, our energies are aligned, or our energies are sending, you know, good vibes to the other person, letting them know that they're not alone and that they're still here for each other, even in our lowest points in the future, that, you know, there is someone out there who is rooting for me, and I really appreciate that, okay? Oh my gosh, after the last one, I felt like almost tears, because I feel like this person really just wants to let you know how grateful they are. How grateful they are, even if you don't accept their love romantically, even if you don't want to stay in contact, they just want you to know that they are so grateful and like love you so much, and just wish they could change things in the past if they have messed up, and like just that they see clearly now, and they just, again, thank you so much for that. And I understand if you don't want to come towards them, but they do really care about you, and they're here for you always, 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 and they're always supporting you, just like you supported them in the past, okay? So that is all that I have for you, Pile 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it resonated. I hope I was able to offer you some helpful insight, okay? And if you did get all of that out of this video, I would love it if you liked, shared, and subscribed, and hit that bell notif down below so you don't miss any more videos in the future, okay? So thanks so much again for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye!